عمر.
Sérgio. Sérgio.
Nirvana.
So the ones who are absent on Friday can look at the correspondence if you have questions. I'll be available after class. And usually after 12, if you need me, let me know. Or before 10, just let me know. My telephone number is written on the website. If it's not, it's 160370. If you need me, if you need to review the material with me, especially before exams, you can call me. We can meet here at 9:30, at 12, whenever you want. I'll be available before class and after class. I mean, I have a class at 11. I have a session at 11, then I finish at 12. I can spend time with you at 12 if you want to review the material with me. I don't want you to encounter difficulties, but to enjoy the material. And the second thing I wanted to say is that today I can give you the book if you want to make a copy of the book at Recto Yesu. So you can make, for example, 13 copies, maybe 13 copies, and then you would ask the students to pay for it.
Excuse me, tu m'as dit, c'est 147.
160370. This is for the chapter. Providing the information to small parts in order to better to memorize it. Okay, so that's my telephone number.
How do you fucking do this?
I will add this for some person.
I'm gonna break this thing.
So this is what we did about introduction to cognitive psychology. Right? What is cognitive psychology according to the definition? Elaborated on Friday. What is cognitive psychology? Yes, the study of mental processes. Why is the study of mental processes important? Why is it important to you? What are mental processes? What is a mental process anyway? Yeah, thinking and defining our actions, our thoughts. That's correct. And what's the difference between cognitive psychology and cognitive therapy?
It's applied.
Yeah, it's applied. They use the findings and apply them. And I'll be giving you examples throughout the semester. And sometimes they use the findings in order to understand psychological disorders. This is called the cognitive perspective. The cognitive perspective means using the findings in order to understand, to establish an understanding. Okay, the cognitive perspective. We have several types. Schizophrenia. You could try to understand disorder through the psychodynamic point of view, right? Or the biological point of view, the biological perspective, or the cognitive perspective. So the cognitive perspective uses the finding, the results of cognitive psychology in order to understand and study psychological disorders. And I'll be giving you examples, as I said, okay? So this is the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so this is chapter 1. When you read the chapter, the slides in fact match the content of the chapter. In fact, we covered a lot. What I want to say today, in fact, it started with psychologists who were at the beginning interested with the study of the mind, but at a certain moment, with Skinner and Watson, they said, we're not interested in studying cognitive processes anymore, we should only study behavior. And psychology at its beginnings started studying behavior, observer behaviors. In the 50s, Skinner and Watson basically, they said, we're not interested with this. Cognitive mental processes, we can't see them, we can't touch them, they're not tangible, they're not facts. Let's forget about these and let's study the behavior. And they founded the behavioral approach. This is what we see. The the behavioral approach. But then again, other psychologists said, no, we should study the mind as well, the mental processes, and they gave proof. Why should we study the mind? And this is basically the outline for this chapter, okay? So let's have a look on, let's review what we said on Friday and cover the material in this chapter, okay? So we said that cognitive study, psychology, is a study of mental processes. The mind is amazing. Look at this example, or look at what you do sometimes during the day. You can think of several things at the same time, make judgments, make decisions, plan for future actions, right? And have mental representations of what you will be doing today at night, for example. Planning for a big party at home. You can have mental representation, images of what will take place, right? So all of these are called mental operations or mental processes. This is a study of the mind. In this example, this guy is calling his girlfriend and thinking about his anthropology class, his coming exam, trying to decide. He decides not to take Susan, his girlfriend, to the movie tonight while he's talking with her on the phone, and thinking about his car. He has to rent the car because his car is broken, etc. You understand? We do all these things at the same time, and this is what cognitive psychology is about. How are we able to do all this? How is our mind able to process information? Okay? It started with the study of the perception of the environment, how we pay attention, how we remember, distinguish things, visualize, understand, solve problems, and make decisions. Okay? This is how it started. Later on, cognitive psychology, this is what we see at the end of the chapter, started being called information processing. Because all this, psychologists said, this resembles to a computer. Our brain activity is similar to that of a computer. Our brain receives information, processes information, produces a response. All of these activities are processed the same. These are data that can be entered into a computer. The computer will process information and produce a response. And I'll teach you how. It started being called information processing approach. Cognitive psychology at the beginning was called cognitive psychology. Now we call it information processing approach or information processing